If you miss a couple of shots early in the game, do you become more hesitant and then play it safe? Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn. In this video, you're going to learn how to keep shooting and stay confident in your shot when you miss early in the game. You're watching the Sports Psychology Podcast. Here's the question of the week. Sam said this about his game: if I miss a couple of shots early in the game, I lose confidence. Or if somebody makes a negative comment, I lose confidence. Eventually, I end up being more hesitant and not playing as aggressive. And I miss everything then. Inside, outside, drives. It's hard for me to get out of it. Any ideas on how to get out of that mindset? Sam, thank you for your question. This question pertains to trusting in your skills even when you're missing. One of the tendencies that athletes have is they have very fragile confidence. What happens if you miss a couple of shots early? Does that mean there's something wrong with your shot? No. In your mind, you're thinking there must be something wrong with your shot. Your skills are your skills. There's nothing wrong with your shot. It's really in your head. And maybe you start passing the ball more or looking to pass more. And when you get open for shots, you're not as likely to take that shot. So that leads to that passive, playing safe, playing not to screw up mindset. This is very, very common for the young athletes that we work with and collegiate athletes as well. One of the things that you don't want to do in this situation is you don't want to start analyzing your shot and thinking something's wrong with your shot and then going to mechanics. We call that analyzing and fixing and looking for solutions when there's nothing wrong with your shot to begin with. So what's the solution when you miss early? Well, number one, you have to stay confident in your shot. How do you do that? Well, you know that your mechanics are good. You know that you can get open. You know that you've made plenty of shots in the warm-up. You know you've made shots in practice. You have to go back to that long-term belief in your shot, belief in your skills, and not all of a sudden think that it's off or something's wrong. Now, you can start trying too hard and trying to be too perfect, and that's not going to help your shot either. You have to continue to trust in your shot. Well, what does that mean? Continue to trust in your shot means to look at the basket, see the trajectory, let it go, and keep shooting. The shooter's mentality says that you keep shooting. If you're 50% from the field, just a number I picked out of my head, and you miss your first two shots, what's the probability that the next two shots are going in? They've gotten higher. So sometimes playing the numbers game and thinking that they're going in next, the next shot's going in, the next shot's going in, the probability of me making the next ball has gone up. And that helps you stay in that shooter's mindset. So this is really about a case of fragile confidence that affects your trust in your skills. So number one, you have to have what I call stable confidence, and we teach all our athletes here at Peak Performance Sports how to have that stable confidence. And then secondly, you have to have trust in your shot. You got to continue to shoot no matter what, without thinking that there's something wrong with your mechanics or there's something wrong with your shot. Hey, if you want more information about mental training or mental coaching, jump over to peaksports.com and check out our mental coaching programs. You can also contact us as well with any mental game questions you have so we can include it in our podcast. And if you're interested in that personal touch, one-on-one mental coaching, we do mental coaching via Skype, Zoom, FaceTime, and phone. So check us out at peaksports.com. Thanks.